Hello students, as we have discussed in previous class about types of bonding, and in this class we discuss about certain terms that you have to remember it. So our topic is bond parameter. So in this we discuss about the term bond length. So what is bond length? It is defined as the equilibrium distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms in a molecule. Here you are seeing that equilibrium distance between the two nuclei. First is atom A and second is atom B. Here the center of radius you have to measure, and from B center of radius you have to measure to form what? Bond length. So equilibrium distance between the nuclei of two bonded atom. So it is represented by this. Topic is bond angle. It is defined as angle between the orbital containing bonding electron pair around a central atom of the molecule. Here angle between the bonding electron pair means here it is what? Bonding electron, and here it is also bonding electron. So this is what? Bonding electron pair, as you have discussed in previous class. This is bonding electron pair and this is central atom. So distance between the bonding electron pair is known as bond angle. Here in case of water molecule, bonding angle is 104.5 degree. Now our next term is bond enthalpy. So what is bond enthalpy? It is defined as amount of energy required to break 1 mole of bond of a particular type between two atoms in gaseous states. Its unit is kilojoule per mole, and you also have studied in previous class about bond enthalpy. Means the amount of energy required to break 1 mole of bond of particular type between the two atoms. So let's take example. Here in case of hydrogen, bond enthalpy is 435.8 kilojoule per mole. It is the amount of energy required to break two hydrogen bond. Next is oxygen atom. Here the bond enthalpy of oxygen atom is 498 kilojoule per mole. It is the amount, again the amount is required to break oxygen bond. Here in case of HCl gas, bond enthalpy needed to break HCl bond is 431 kilojoule per mole. So these are the amount of energy required to break the particular bond. Our next term is bond order. So what is bond order? Bond order is the number of bond between the two atoms in a molecule. Means how many number of bond is located between two bond. So in case of hydrogen molecule, here single electron share pair is there. So bond order is 1. In case of oxygen, there is 2 electron pair. So bond order is 2. In case of nitrogen, there is 3 shared electron pair. Bond order is 3. So this is the example of bond order. Means number of bond present between the molecule. And here isoelectronic molecule and ion have identical bond order. Means the compound which have same atomic number or number of electron that has same bond order. So Here we take example like fluorine and O2 2 minus. There is having bond under 1. Similarly, in case of CO and NO positive have same bond order, that is 3. Now the correlation between bond order, bond enthalpy and bond length. If bond order increases, then bond enthalpy also increases and bond length decreases. Means if bond order is higher, then bond enthalpy is also higher. As you can say that if a large number of bond order, more energy is needed to break the bond. So the bond enthalpy is the amount of energy required to break the bond. So if bond order is higher, then bond enthalpy is also higher and bond length decreases. As bond length decreases because here the distance between the molecule is smaller, so bond length is smaller also. If there is more force of attraction is there, as you have already read in previous class about bond enthalpy and bond length. Now our next topic is polarity of bond. So what is polarity? Existence of 100% ionic or covalent bond represent polarity. Means if there is 100% ionic character is there or covalent character, that represent polarity. In reality, no bond is either covalent or ionic. In real, the molecule does not exist as either covalent or ionic. Or you can say in covalent, some part of ionic character is also there. So like example, even in case of hydrogen, as you know, hydrogen bond has covalent bonding because there is mutual sharing of electron. So in case of hydrogen bond, there is some also ionic character. As you know that hydrogen bond has covalent, and it is also seen that there is also some ionic character is there. So that is polarity of bond. The dipole moment is defined as the charge present between the molecule and distance of separation present between them. So how it is expressed? It is expressed as d by unit, and it is vector quantity containing both magnitude as well as direction. As you have already read about scalar and vector quantity. The arrow symbolizes direction of shift of electron density towards them. Means if we take example of hydrogen and fluorine, here fluorine is more electronegative than hydrogen, so electron moves towards the fluorine molecule. So here the representation takes place that shift of electron density from hydrogen to fluorine, and it is represented by arrow. So this is the representation of dipole moment present in molecule. Now in case of polyatomic molecule, dipole moment is not depend on individual of bond but also on spatial arrangement of bond. Means it is what diatomic molecule. In case of polyatomic means more than 2 or 3 atom, dipole moment is not depend on individual of bond. Dipole moment does not depend on individual of bond but also on spatial arrangement present between the polyatomic molecule. So here we calculate by arrangement of various bond present in the polyatomic molecule. So this is the dipole moment. If you found useful, then do like and share with your friends, and thank you for watching.